Hey, what is up, everybody? Mike here at Imperial Tropicals and another fun Friday. Who is ready for this giveaway? I'm super excited. I wish I could enter this giveaway. I really like today's fish, the Ivanacara bimaculata. Oh, such a cool fish. So, who's ready for today's giveaway? And who wants to win it? Hello, Lynx. Happy Friday. Liam, how's it going? Liam's excited. Kim, hello, hello. Big Junior, how's it going? Great week. Have a great weekend. Yeah, it's been a cold week, guys. Luckily, the temperatures have been slowly warming up here in Florida, but man, it has been unseasonably cold here. Fishy Chick, hello, happy Friday. Master's Touch says, it's my turn to win. Well, good luck, Master. Yeah, all the invasive iguanas guys in Florida have been freezing. There's not really any around us here, at least that I've seen, but I've seen like truckloads and trailerfuls of just frozen iguanas. I'm not sure what they do with them, but they aren't invasive here. So, guys, we got a new Colombia order in this week. Hello, Chevy. So, these are one of the fish that were part of it. These are some arowanas. But yeah, we got some pretty neat fish in this week from Colombia. We just need to get them all quarantined and healthy before we get ready to put them on the website. But I might show you guys a couple of the sneak peeks. There is one really exciting fish that I've never seen in person before, and they look really, really good. So we are going to look at some new fish. Chang, yes, these guys are like dragons. They're awesome. I love to see a big full-size arowana in a large tank. They're amazing. Check them out. Now these guys are about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches. They're small. They have a long way to grow. So let's see, guys. Hello from the Northeast Missouri, JB Experience. Hello, Mario. What's going on, man? We're definitely trying to stay warm here. This weather has been just crazy. All right, so let's look at some fish, guys. We're gonna start. Jose, happy Friday. We're gonna start with some of our weekly sale items. The first one is going to be right over here. So this week on BOGO, we have the Nimbichromis venustus, or the giraffe cichlid, 1 to 2 inches are going to be on BOGO, and also the 2 to 3 inch will be on BOGO this week. So here are the 1 to 2 inchers, and right next door, we have some 2 to 3 inchers. Yeah, Liam, I really appreciate the venustus at this color, and the males, when they get that blue, the blue and the yellow, it just looks really cool. So that's going to be the first item. Next is the snowball shrimp. I don't have any to show you up here, but the snowball shrimp, the 3 packs will be on BOGO. So you'll buy 3, you'll receive 6 for the price of 3. All right, next is another Mabuna. So well, not another Mabuna. We haven't gone over any Mabunas yet. But another fish on this rack. So we are looking for the Sokolofi, and they're right here. So the albino Sokolofi, the 1 to 2 inchers will be on BOGO. Big Junior, I did see that. So Big Junior said he saw somewhere on Facebook that there is a Florida fish farm that brought in arapaimas and is allowing people to go there and fish for them. Pretty cool. Hopefully they have taken the proper measures, and I'm sure they have, to ensure that the fish is not able to leave their farm, their property. I'm sure it's fine. All the fish farms in Florida have regulations that they have to abide by, so it's pretty cool. So just be careful if that's something you decide to do. If any of you guys have watched the episode of River Monsters where Jeremy Wade, I believe, actually had his lung collapse or a rib broken or something. He got seriously injured. All right, so these are the Soca Lo-Fi on BOGO this week. Next is going to be one of my personal favorite fish. Um, and I'll tell you why once we get over to the tank. So back over here on the Tanganyikan rack. All right, we're going to be slow, and we're going to try to make sure this male keeps his color. You can see he's right over there trying to shimmy. This is the Melanostigma, Calochromis melanostigma. The 1 to 2 inchers are going to be on sale as a BOGO item. So I just absolutely love these guys. They stay at the bottom of the tank. They're nice Tanganyikan fish. They're not too aggressive. The males are fantastic when they're displaying to the females. And guys, this fish is just like the big male right there. He's 2.5 inches probably, and just they get more color with age. Now they don't always hold that nice yellow color. Mostly that's just breeding color, breeding dress. But I think they're well worth it. And if you're looking for a bottom dwelling fish for your Tanganyikan tanks, these guys would be it. All right, next we have assorted angelfish on sale. Let's see if we can see some of these. We have in. Oh, they got moved, guys. So they're over here. Nope, these are black angelfish. These are marbled angelfish. So the location isn't correct, guys, but we're looking at, here we go. There's no light on the tank. We're looking at assorted angelfish. The 1 to 2 inch? No, the 2 to 3 inch. The 2 to 3 inch assorted angelfish are going to be on BOGO this week. I see a lot of marble in here. There is a blue blushing. There are some silver angels as well. There's just kind of a grab bag here on the assorted angels. All right, the next fish, let's see if there's a light on their tank. So we don't have any here at this size, but these are this week's next sale item is going to be the Starry Night Cichlid at the 3 to 4 inch. They're going to be 50% off. So these guys at 3 to 4 inches. Next, we have the avocado puffer, which is really, really cool. Let's go look at those guys. So for my puffer lovers, let's see, they are in, oh, went down the wrong aisle. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go, the avocado puffer. Check them out. Looking for just a nice shiny green boy. These guys are it. Check them out. Let's see. Somebody has a question here. Big Junior. Are avocado puffers aggressive or are they community fish? So it's a good question. With most puffers, you have to be pretty cautious. They can be nippy. It's just in their nature, especially with their beak. You can keep them with fish that are faster than them and they aren't going to be able to like catch them. But you can see here, if I can get it for you. Well, right there, you just saw them nipping at each other. So they can be pretty nippy, and all of them have, not all of them, some of them have little chunks missing out of their tails, and that's just kind of how puffers are in nature. They're just nippy, so just keep that in mind. You don't want them with anything slow that they can easily kind of bully and bite, especially with those beaks. They can cause a lot of damage. Next we have another Tanganyikan. So let's go over there. And let me get the tank number. F21. So we have a Gelitochromis on the sale. These guys will be 50% off. So we have the Gelitochromis Regani Burundi. Some will say Regani, but here you go. These guys are 50% off at 1 to 2 inch this week. And then our last item for the sale this week, we're going to go look at the tank. Super underrated fish. I think we've talked about them relatively recently on one of the streams about how they're not actually a rainbow fish. So we have the Madagascar rainbow fish. Actually, a different genus or a different family of fish. They aren't actually rainbows. Carly would know more about this. So, Carly, if you want to put any facts down in the comments, I can read them for you. Yeah. So the Madagascar rainbows will be 50% off this week. Hey, John, how's it going? Happy Friday. I'm doing well. Appreciate it. Hello, Shob. Happy Friday. All right, all right. Let's see. I'm just going through. So here we go. Carly says, rainbow fish belong to the family Melanitania, while B. Madagascarensis belong to the family Beto. Both belong to the order Atherinformis, which makes them no more related to each other than rainbow fish. Sorry, it's coming in 2 comments here. Rainbow fish belong, blah, 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 blah. Okay, making them no more related to each other than their 2 other silver sides. Sorry, guys. The comment on here is very small, especially the more that is in the comments, so it's hard for me to read. But yeah, so basically what it's saying is they aren't that closely related. They're in the same overall order, I guess, but not the same genus. Which I may have said that wrong, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. So, guys, do you have any requests of fish you want to see before we go? Before we go do the giveaway. If not, whoops. Okay, so I see Carly put a couple there for us to go look at. Also, if we have time, we're gonna look at a few of the new Colombian fish that came in. They're looking really good. So we got the 3-spot cichlid. We have some German blue rams and the sulfurhead peacock. So we'll do that as long as we have some people visiting. I want to just make sure I'm not getting them on camera. But let's see. We'll start with. Let me walk backwards. Here we walked right past this 3-spot cichlids. So we're going to C33, and they're going to be up here. All right, so let's check them out. So the 3 spots or the, whoops, wrong button there, guys. So these are the Trimax cichlids. The 3 spots, 1 to 2 inchers. They look good. They look healthy. They're begging for food. They're not being shy at all. So these I would consider, guys, a tank buster. You need a big tank, and you need to be very careful if you house them with other fish, what fish you house them with, just because they do get so aggressive. So keep that in mind. But an awesome fish nonetheless. German blue rams, a classic, one of my favorites. Let's go see what we have of those. So I think we're kind of low right now on some German blue rams. They actually got moved because of the import that just came in. Oh no, just kidding. They're right here. We're not low. We have a good number, and man, they look good. I see a lot of pink bellies on some of these females starting to develop. So they're happy, they're healthy, and they're ready to spawn. Look at that female with their pink belly. The male with the nice red nose right there. Yeah, these guys are looking good. So German blue rams ready to go. And then sulfur head peacocks. Let's see if we can get over there. So let's see here. Sulfur head peacocks. Now you'll see there's only one male that's really colored up, and as I walk up, he's of course is slowly turning his colors off. So I was saying, guys, only one of these males is really colored up. There's two that are almost similar, but one's a little better looking than the other right now. But this fish isn't a very dominant fish. I don't know how else to say it other than they aren't gonna always be the most colored up fish if they're not high up on the hierarchy. But when they are fired up, they look really, really good. I really like all the egg spots on the males. They look they look nice. I'm a big fan of a fish with a lot of egg spots. Yeah, Liam, Trimax are soft fish. They all right. So that being said, let's look at some of these new fish, guys. None of these are going to be available right now. They have to go through their quarantine process. We have to get them healthy, ready to go. But let's just get a sneak peek of what's soon to come. Let's start. I'm just going to start with what I find to be the coolest one so far. So these are CW 217s, or as Carly gave them the name, two-tone concolor hoplosoma. So these guys, they have ick right now, unfortunately. That's how they came in. But I love just the stark difference between the head and the body. Now I've seen other two-tone cories before, but these guys, they're very, very distinct, and it looks really good. So luckily, caught the ick right away. There is have not been any losses on them, but we did treat them, and they are really, really cool. I don't know if this flashlight helps at all, guys. I'm just trying something a little different. You could see they're good size too. All right, another really cool fish still under quarantine. The giant ottos came in. Hopefully they make it through the quarantine process. They look really cool. They're good size. They're almost 3 inches. They're pretty big. We did get some Cupid cichlids. So these are the Biotodoma wavrini, or the Orinoco Cupid cichlid. So Liam, that depends on the fish and how long it takes them to get healthy and ready to ship. So each fish is different. Some take a really long time, and some take literally like a week and a half to 2 weeks. It really depends on the fish, but they all get treated with salt basically the same day they get here, and then almost immediately they get treated with prazi. So you can see right here, if you can read this, it says on the 4th we received these fish and they were salted, and then on the 5th they were prazi. So it's just part of our process, especially these wild fish. They all get dewormed, and they all definitely get salt when they come in because usually they end up with ammonia burn or kind of issues with their slime coat due to handling. But that's just part of our process here. And then the main things are we want to make sure they're healthy, they're over any parasites, and that they are eating and they put on enough weight to be able to handle shipping. So um, that's just a quick overview of our process. These are cardinal tetras. Now we got a bunch of them. We have a tank here. There's probably 400 in there. Another tank here with 400. Another tank here with 400. And I believe we have one more tank on the other side. So I think we got like almost 1,600 cardinals. Maybe, yeah, I think we got 1,600 cardinals in. Now I'm skipping over some of these fish guys. I'm just kind of showing some of the fun stuff to me. We got some green neon tetras in. Here we go. Look at all of them swimming up and down the glass. Fish fam, I appreciate it. Guys, show some love by hitting that like button. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. Let's see. There's some other cool fish. Let's go check them out. Um, we're going to start at the end over here. I want to show you guys something that I'm excited about. The blue eye plecos. So we got more blue eyes in. They look really nice. Just, how could you not love that bright blue eye? One in the back there. One up close. Now this guy, his color's a little off, so something might be going on with him. But this is why we quarantine everything to ensure we get him over any illnesses before we sell them. Yeah, so those are some wild caught blue eye panax. Here's So this is a blue eye panax that we got in from a previous order. You can see he's all a lot darker. There's a nice sheen to his scales, and his blue eye just really stands out. So this is an example of how they'll look after a few weeks. Big Junior, how much salt per gallon do you add? So it depends on the fish, uh, and it also depends on why we're treating. So if we're treating for ick, we will treat half a cup per 10 gallons. So for every 10 gallons, we put a half a cup of salt in. And also a quick tip, we're not using aquarium salt that you would buy at the store. We use rock salt that you would buy. You have to make sure there's no additives. But we buy rock salt in the 50-pound bags, just from like your local hardware store. And then it goes a lot farther. It's a lot cheaper, and it's perfectly healthy for the fish, safe for the fish, as long as you're just buying the salt with no additives in it. You don't want anything other than just pure salt. Now, if we're using salt to kind of just help some fish, say we moved fish from one tank to the other, and we want to salt them just to be proactive and make sure they don't end up with any kind of issues, we use a quarter cup per 10 gallons. All right, here's another fish that just came in. These are the L201 Orinoco snowballs. So we got snowball plecos. And these are bigger. So we do offer these. We breed them here. We have captive bred snowball plecos, but they're smaller. We sell them at the 1 to 2 inch size, typically. All right, here's a new fish, guys, for us. These are the red anastomus. And let me just show you the name really quick. So they're Synaptolamus species, red anastomus. All right, so that's those. I'm expecting those guys to color up pretty nicely. We have the peppermint autos. We got lots of them in here. Hopefully, those guys make it through quarantine. Certain types of autos can be pretty picky. Oh, guys, here we go. This is what you guys are all here for. These are the future breeders of our Ivanacara bimaculata, and they just happen to be the fish we're giving away today. Here's the male, and the female's in that back corner. See if I can block the light for you guys. Female's back there, and now the male is too. But those are the pair of fish we're giving away today. It's definitely a male and female. Male has, or the female has her vent down, so they're ready to spawn. Get them in the right tank, they're ready to go. So here's some close-ups of some other ones. Scott, we have different types of nets here, and we use the nets with to catch the autos. They do get caught on the nets really easily. So the bigger hold nets we have are actually better to catch them because they're less fibrous. Um, I don't think I have any close by because I took them all earlier to use, but I'll just show you an example. So here's a couple examples of our nets. This one with the blue handle, this one right here, it has a really fine mesh net, and the autos almost always get stuck in it. They have little tiny, I don't know what you call them, like barbells that get caught in there. And then this net, holes are a little bit bigger, but they also get caught in this too. We do have, let's walk over here and see if I have an example. I took all of them out of here because I was using them for something today. Um, I don't think I have an example. I think took them entirely out of here. Sometimes we have some right here, and I grabbed those as well. So yeah, no, I don't have one that I can show you right now, but we do have a different material net, and the holes are significantly larger. Not large enough for the fish to get through, but they're large enough that, and the fiber it's made out of is not very like, it's stronger. The fish doesn't really get stuck on there. All right, let me see, guys. I'm gonna check the time. I see a location of some fish, but let me check the time because it might be time to do this giveaway. Let's see, 12:29. So let me show you one last fish, and then we're going to start the giveaway. So we are going to go look at I-65, Walter I. Peacock. Oh, wow, they're right behind me. We'll look at two fish. So these are like 2 to 3 inch. I do see males and females. You can see the one male, he's starting to color up. They don't like me being close to their tank. But these are what the Walter eyes look like at the 2 to 3 inch size right now. All right, let's scroll more. Let's see if there's one more fish I can check out. Is there anything close? There's nothing really that close. We will go look at the Spheni. We're always looking at the Spheni, guys. Let's go look at them. So I understand why. They are just a beautiful, amazing fish. Always colored up. So we'll look at the colored up, or the Spheni that are in the sales tank, and then we'll go look at the Spheni in the show tank. All right, here are the Spheni at the 3 to 4 inch size. These are what's on the website currently. And they look really good. As always, they just always colored up. Super hardy fish, guys. They handle such a wide range of water parameters. We keep them here in our well water, but traditionally, I know they come Like I was saying, traditionally, I know they come from a little bit softer water, but they do just fine in our well water. So they should do fine just in about any water across the country. But yeah, there they are. Now we're gonna go look at the big ones really quickly in the show tank, and then we're going to do the giveaway. So who's ready for this giveaway, guys? I know for me, this is a big one. I'm a really big fan of the bimaculata, but some people, they're not into these South American fish. I know we have a lot of African cichlid keepers, so let me know, guys. So there's that big group of massive spheni. Here they come up front, ready to eat. Yeah, we're all back there though. All right, guys. So let's get this giveaway going. Shane, to enter the giveaway, you have to go to our weekly giveaway video we put up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And you have to at least like and comment and share the video. Um, the big thing you have to do is comment on the video, and then that is going to get you into the weekly giveaway. I will show you because we do this every week to pull over the comments. All right, so this week, for example, we'll on our YouTube. This is the video. It is named Fun Friday Giveaway Ivanacara by Maculata. And it says November 6th. We weren't able to fix the date. It's supposed to say February 6th. But yeah, so all you have to do is come onto our YouTube, our Facebook video, our Instagram or TikTok video, and leave us a comment. Make sure you hit that like button for us, and if you could share it, it would do us a huge favor, and we really appreciate that. And then every week at 12:30, I come and I randomly select one comment from the video, and that person wins. But you do have to be present during a live stream to win. That way, it's more exciting, and the winner is here. So if you do comment, make sure you join us by 12:30 on Friday and stick around to see if we call your name. Fishy chick, things like tetras. You could do other smaller cichlids, but really I would keep them as the showpiece, like the centerpiece fish. I would keep them with tetras. Something that's not going to be too skittish because they tend to be skittish. So you want to have something that makes a good dither fish where they're always out, making them feel comfortable. Um, you could also do things like bushy nose, any sort of pleco would be good with them as well. All right, guys, we're gonna get this started. So hopefully you got your entries in. Refresh everything. All right. So Facebook, we had 57 comments. Instagram, we are looking at 38 comments. YouTube, we got 40 comments. And TikTok, 18 comments. So I want to reiterate this as well for the new people here. You can get multiple entries if you get one entry per social media account. So if you're on our Facebook and you comment, that's one. If you comment on Instagram too, that would be two entries. If you commented on YouTube, that would be three. And TikTok, you could have up to four entries. Give yourself a better chance to win. Now, if you don't want this fish, you can take store credit. So we do offer a $50 store credit instead of the fish. All right, so let's get it going. Good luck, everyone. This is, for me, this is a really exciting one. And I hope whoever wins this takes these fish and has success with them. They're ready to spawn. The female has her vent out. The male's nice and colored up. I might be spelling this wrong, guys. That's okay. All right, there's going to be one winner. We're going to have up to 10 substitutes, and we're going to exclude duplicates. That just means you can't have more than one entry per social media account. So in total, it's saying we had 155 comments. Jeff says this could get me going on setting up some more tanks again. Well, good luck, Jeff. That would be fantastic. All right, so Alan, Handy, I usually see you here, Alan. Alan, are you watching right now? Alan is always here. If today's the day he's not here, he's gonna regret that. Let's see. Give him a minute. I don't like to rush this because there is a delay between the comments and the video here. So let me just give you a second. Don't leave yet, guys. If Alan isn't here, if he doesn't come forward, we're going down to the next winner. Let's see. You know, I haven't seen any comments from Alan today, now that I think about it. So got about 30 more seconds. Yeah, I don't think he's here. Carl, you have a chance. You're close. Kim, you're getting consistency is key here. You might get closer next week. Okay. We are going to number one Facebook user Jack Lancaster. And Jack, I know I see you here. So yeah, Jack, go ahead and email us at fish@imperialtropicals.com. We'll set this up for you, whether you want the fish or if you want the $50 store credit. I'm just curious, let me know. Jack, are you going to take the fish or are you going to take the store credit? Do you have a tank for this? Is the main thing. Do you have a tank for the Ivanacara bimaculata? So he's going to take the fish. Well, that's great. Hopefully you have success. Now, if you have no experience with this fish and you have any questions about water parameters or anything like that, I'm sure it'll say it on our website. But if not, if you need more additional information, you can email us, ask us about them, or you can go to our Facebook page, Imperial Tropicals Fish Keepers Group. Ask on there. We have a lot of talented fish keepers over there, and it's a nice tame community where you can get a lot of good information. So, yeah, feel free to reach out and send us that email once again at fish@imperialtropicals.com. All right, guys, let's go look at some fish. Um, hello, Andreas.
What are you doing?
We're doing a live stream. Anything good
Sure.
Anything good going on next door? You want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Any fish you want to show right now, or any
I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff over there.
any
Is anybody on, or are we just looking at numbers here?
we got 78 people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
You decide. You can have me for a few minutes, 3 minutes, 4
I'll
minutes,
just
20 minutes.
give me Liam says hello, fellow Canadian.
Peace. Good.
Okay, so
Stay warm.
stay warm. Tell me about what's going on with the Empire Gudgeon Fry. What have been the challenges? What's been the learning curve? What do we got?
How much time you got?
Just give us like a short Cliff Notes version.
This batch didn't make it too well. That we did a week, so we made it a week, like 8 days. There's still some in there, but not many. I think it was an oxygen level, and then probably we'll have to increase the salt after
Okay.
a few days because we stuck to. We went from like 0 to 10 parts, and 11, and then we kind of slowed down, and then we started feeding. And so filtration might be an issue, and then air, and then with salinity. So something, or the temperature and all that we got, and then the food. It looks like we got. Because they were eating, we saw that on the microscope, right? So they were eating food. So we've got that. So I think it's just a water quality issue now. Water quality, we get the temperature's good. They're breeding now. I'll be pulling out some eggs right now.
So go into the feeding, just about the size of the fish and how we decided what we were going to feed them, kind of what we're feeding them.
Right. So we measure them. So what the mouth, when they had the eyes on like day 4 or something. So we're thinking about like 150. At the top end, 150 micron wide. So 50 microns to 100 microns would be good. So rotifers would work well, but brine shrimp's too big.
Brine shrimp's way too big.
Yeah, green water would work, but we have to make green water with salt. So, so paramecium, stuff like that. As long as they're eating, but I think their challenge is oxygen because there's so many fish in the hatch.
Yeah.
And we need to move them, and we need to make sure that they process the food and. So it's going to be like a little challenge, and it's salinity. So we're going to work on salinity next week. So I'm pulling eggs today, and then they'll hatch over the weekend, and then we'll start going again.
So for you guys who don't know, this is our second pretty big successful spawn of the Empire Gudgeons. First we tried just straight up in freshwater. Now we're at 10 ppt. They're basically in brackish water. They seem to have been doing really good. They started to eat. But we had, how many you estimate? 2,000-3,000 fry
at least,
and we started them off in like a gallon, like a shoebox full of water, and then we slowly put some into a 10-gallon. But by that time, it was too late, and we feel like it was oxygen that ultimately led them to die. I mean, they're microscopic. We're literally looking at them under a microscope, watching them eat. We're at 40 times zoom, and after 7 days, we estimate them to be 2 millimeters.
Yeah, 2.1 millimeters.
Yeah, they're really small. So,
yeah.
And what was really cool was just how fast they hatched.
So 24 hours, 18 hours.
Yeah, they developed really quickly. But yeah, thanks for the information.
All good.
Next week, right now, his tanks over there, they're getting really deep cleaned. So we're not going to go over there and look too much. Everything's all stirred up. But next week, we'll probably go in there.
Yeah, we'll do more breeding because I finished the research system over there, and I finished a filtration unit over there. So now I can concentrate more on the breeding, the cages, and rainbows. And I got to set up all those Calvis and compressor set. So we got to get those guys going. Shell dwellers. So we got a lot of, there's a lot.
Yeah, we got
some bears.
Yeah, there's always part of the working on this farm. We all have more than one job. So Andres is breeding. He's building aquarium racks. He's building fish filtration for our water systems on the other side of the farm. And yeah, so that's just a few of the things he helps with around here, but it's never ending list.
And I fixed a lot of leaking tanks.
Oh yeah, which
Lots of that.
I have some for you
Yeah, there you
down
go.
in the other breeding room. So
So,
thank you, Andreas.
no problem.
Say bye to Andreas,
Thanks.
guys.
Fun.
We'll see him next
Enjoy
week.
the show.
Yeah. All right.
Don't get in trouble now.
All right, guys. Is there any last minute fish you want to see? If not, any specifics? I know there was a list of some fish I wasn't able to get to. So if you got, if Carly, if you can find that, maybe put it back, and I can look at some of those. There we go. So we looked at the sphenai. Let's go look at some koi angelfish, and I'll turn you guys back around. So koi angelfish. Let's see. Let's see. I don't have a light on the tank, but we should still be able to see them. You should still get a good idea what they look like. So here are the koi. They have really good pattern on this batch. I see a lot with a nice kind of a lot more black and orange or yellow, and that's what these guys have here. So there's the koi angelfish. And next we have the flavescent, which I think we looked at. No, we looked at the Walteri. No, we looked at the, yeah. We looked at the flavescent earlier, guys. I'm sorry. Earlier, that tank I showed, those were the flavescent peacocks, not the Walteri. Let's go look at the Walteri peacocks. So that was my fault on, I misread what we were looking at. While we're on the way, though, we're going to stop and look at the yo-yo loaches. See, I need the location G18. Oh, yeah, here they are. So there are the yo-yo loaches. Okay, now let's go look at the Walteri peacock. All right, so these are the smaller size. These are at 1 to 2. There are some 2 to 3s, but so we're not having a lot of color yet. So these are the smaller Walteri peacocks. All right. So there's that list, guys. No luck on the Gymnogennies, Liam. I'm unsure if we still have the strain going in the pond. From the looks of it, I don't think we have it, which is very unfortunate. But we're gonna keep hoping for the best. So, guys, if you guys want some convicts, we have convicts. Looking good. Super personable little guys. That's going to be it for today, guys. It needs to turn around for me. We got a lot of people here. It's been busy. There's a group of people walking around, so I don't want to keep getting in their way. So we're going to let them look around. Be sure to check out next week. I want to ask you guys what you thought if you saw it, the pop-up live video we did of filming the giveaway video live. You guys got lucky, or no, I got lucky. I got it in one take. You guys didn't see me make any mistakes, but I typically do. But What do you guys think about seeing some of that kind of behind the scenes stuff? I thought it was pretty cool. I had fun doing it. Liam says I'm a one take wonder. But yeah, Liam wants bloopers. There's usually plenty of bloopers, guys. Before I go, I'm gonna show you this little guy. We don't know what he is, but he is tiny and full color. We're gonna look at him, then we're gonna get out of here. Kind of looks like he could be a otter point, but this guy is about an inch and a half, and he's full color already. Um, this guy's hilarious. Look at him. He's just little tough guy, full color. He's an inch, guys. He's tiny. I don't know if you could tell. All right, so it seems like you guys like it. Dormer says the more behind the scenes, you like to know what's going on behind the scenes. Big Ferris says the more content, the better. John says I did a good job. Well, I appreciate it, John. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining. Congratulations to Jack. Make sure you send us that email. We'll get you that fish. Hopefully you have success with them. So thank you, guys. We're going to see you next week. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, our TikTok if you're on there. We're starting to do some Instagram lives on day doing other things. So like this week I think we did a couple Instagram lives. We're gonna try to keep sneaking those in there, and maybe get some more behind the scenes kind of thing. So thank you guys, and you guys have a good weekend. See you later.